The 12 Essential Steps to Exceptional Consulting Success by me, Jennifer Segarius. And this is brought to you by BossBusinessBoost.com. Now, many people have considered going into business for themselves as an independent consultant, but have held themselves back because they did not have a clear vision for how to get started. Perhaps they did not know how to define their technical offering. Maybe they feared the business and marketing aspects of being a consultant. They may not have known how to get started. Worse yet, they may have already started with unrealistic goals or a poor plan and ended up in trouble. This is a how-to webinar for the beginner consultant, with a step-by-step process to launch a new consulting business. It explains what to do and what to watch out for. Valuable lessons and insights from real experience will be revealed. This is a guide for practitioners who are ready to try their hand in the consulting business. Now, there are 4 key components of a successful consulting business: your technical skills, business management, marketing and sales, and project management. When you operate a consulting business, you must serve many roles. There are 4 important phases of the consulting business. Now, technical skills are your service offering. This is what your customers are paying you to do. Are you an engineering consultant, a technician, a web engineer, a publicity consultant, a marketing consultant, or a business consultant such as I am? Whatever it is that you're offering, you have to have top-notch technical skills in that area. But technical skills are not enough. You need to have some business acumen. For instance, I don't care how strong you are at programming. If you fail to manage your business, you'll not succeed at software consulting. You also need to have some sales savvy. Consulting is not like the Field of Dreams. You can't just hang a sign on your door and expect them to come to you. You'll need to market and sell your services. Every consultant is also a salesperson. Finally, once you seal the deal, you will need to manage your consulting project. This means scope, schedule, budget, quality, and deliverables. Unlike a typical employment, if you miss the deadline, you might not get another week to work on it. And even if you do, you won't get another paycheck for that week. If you lack any one of these, your consulting business will not stand. However, you do not need to be an expert in all of these. You can supplement your own skill set with other resources. You need each of these capabilities to succeed, but you can either be it, build it, or buy it. Develop them yourselves or find somebody with these skills to help you. Now let's take a look at my 12-step program to becoming a consultant. This webinar will focus on my recommended 12-step program to launch your consulting business. First, make sure you have a good reason to start. Many people start for the wrong reasons and fail. Next, define your technical role. You must profile yourself and your offering. What is your value offering? What do you have that people will pay for? Prepare yourself by developing and maintaining superior specialized skills. That's why people hire consultants. Now that you have a technical base, work on your business. Realistically define your finances. Decide what it is that makes business sense and commit to a go or no-go strategy. When you commit to move forward, jump in with both feet. Organize your business, develop the structure you need to operate your business, and carry on. Next, establish an accounting structure. You need to track your revenue and expenses at all times. Now you're ready to start spending money to build resources. Gather your tools and equipment needed to do your job. And as you move into the marketing and sales phase of the launch, one of your greatest tools will be your access to other people. So build your resource network. Then launch your marketing campaign. Advertise and get the word out. Whilst you're working on finding business, create project management collateral. Develop templates for contracts, project plans, schedules, project tracking tools, subcontract agreements, and all such like. Now you're ready to accept your first consulting job. Congratulations. Don't expect to be selective when you first start. The main goal is to gain experience. Now, if you can survive these 12 steps, you are well on your way. So let's take a look at step 1. Have a good reason to start. There are several misconceptions when it comes to starting a consulting business. You need to have realistic expectations and a practical rationale to start. If you're going to jump into consulting, you should do it with both eyes wide open. Have you always thought that consultants make the big bucks? Well, yes, in some cases they do. However, in many cases they do not. Remember, consultants only make money when they're on billable time. That's work that customers are willing to pay for. That might be only a fraction of the time that the consultant is working. If you are better at doing what you do than anybody else, that's a great reason to get into consulting. You'll be in demand and should have a strong workload, at least until someone else comes along who's better than you. Being your own boss can be a good motive. But remember, when your boss is a jerk and your workers aren't pulling their weight, you have no one to complain to except yourself. A consultant can work on a variety of projects for a variety of people. The variety can be fun, but you will spend a lot of time learning new things. As an independent consultant, you'll control your own destiny more than if you worked in the corporate world. If you trust yourself as the pilot of your career, this is a great perk of consulting. Consultants have to be able to go where the work is. That often means a lot of travel. The novelty of traveling the world will wear off before the requirement does. I often tell people that I never had more job security than when I did when I started my own business. I knew for sure that I wasn't going to fire myself. However, remember that you are in control of your workload. There will be good times and there will be bad times, so plan accordingly. Your family will be your number one customer, and they should be your raving fans. If they're not happy, you won't be happy either. Make sure you have the support of your family before you dive in. As a consultant, you may be able to spend more time with them when you're home and thus not busy, but there will be times when you'll be away from them. You'll certainly have more flexibility than ever before, and you should also be able to build a stronger financial foundation for them. Now, these are some of the positives and the negatives of each of these. Let's take a look at number 2. Profile yourself and your offering. Now, can I build on my strengths and compensate for my weaknesses? Is my skill commercially viable? You may be able to build towers out of toothpicks, but if nobody is willing to pay for it, you will not be able to make a living at it. Determine what makes you different, special, and valuable to your target customer. Outline what you're good at. Define the value you add to your potential customers. How are you going to offer that value? Hourly rates, fixed fee services, products, etc. Begin by writing your business plan at this step. Add the elements of each of the consequent steps as you go through them. Step 3. Develop and maintain superior specialized skills. Customers hire you because you're specialized and superior. If you aren't, they can pay a lot less for a brain on a stick from any staffing agency. You need to be better than them. Find your expert skills and develop it. Make sure you have the whole package. Selling a solution is often better than selling a piece of the solution. They want you to solve their problem, and you may get turned down if you cannot offer that value. For example, one of my offerings is to provide management consulting systems for optimizing profits. My customers expect me to have the full capabilities to do that from scratch. I need to make sure I have the comprehensive and current skills to do that to the latest industry standards. Number 4.
Realistically define your finances. Finances are such an important concern, we'll spend some extra time on them. You must analyze your finances and then act on that assessment. Cash flow will be a critical element of a successful consulting business. Many people say you need to keep a 6-month reserve. Personally, I would recommend a 1-year reserve if you can do it, because projects will come and go, and the unexpected will always happen. You may need to have enough cash to operate for longer than you plan between paychecks. By having a larger reserve, you can continue to make good financial decisions even when your income drops. Prudent financial management is critical. You'll need to accommodate the ebbs and flows of your income. Carry minimal debt and significant savings so that you're prepared to make good investment strategies. Now, here's a little reality bite. Often, it is in the time that business is slowest when you'll need to make the greatest investments. The markets may be changing, or your product offerings may need to adapt. Let's take a look at a realistic cash flow model for a new consulting business. I've used a scale here for a cash reserve of $150,000. Now, don't automatically panic. This is a very generous number as an example. Now, some of the other characteristics are that steady, billable work was available within a month or two. This is not always true. It may take longer. The consultant started paying himself or herself out of the reserves in the 2nd month. After all, he wasn't working for a steady paycheck anymore. The billable work that started within a month or two was not paid until several months later. And income will lag your expenses due to this payment cycle. The consultant went about $80,000 into the hole before he started to recover. He became profitable on a month basic within a year, and it took him well over a year to break even. When the business was finally up and running, the cash flow trend was positive and the business was profitable. This little bathtub curve is called Death Valley because businesses can die if they cannot make it through. Plan for the bathtub curve in your financial assessments. Make sure you're prepared to go through it.
So commit to a go or no-go strategy. You have to define your strategy and be willing to commit to either a go or a no-go based on the objective results, even if the answer is not the one that you wanted. So make sure you define your criteria which have to be met before you start your venture. That could be your cash reserve, your family support, or a contract in your pocket. Make sure you look at your exit strategy as well. How much are you willing to lose before you call it quits? And what if it goes really well? Where will you get more resources, or will you limit your project or build your business? Write it down and remind yourself of your commitments. Step 6. Organize your business. You make sure that you are careful of trademarks with your name. You can use your personal name or create a name that identifies your service. There are many horror stories of business names, so don't try to be too funny. Pick a structure that meets your tax, reporting, and financial needs, and be sure to have good legal advice when structuring your business. And be aware of restrictions. If you're currently employed, disclose your intentions to your employer. You don't have to wait for his permission, but you do have to make them aware. Put it in writing because when you're successful, your former employer may get ruthless and try to take your business from you, even if you told them about your plans in advance. Now here's a very important part. Don't try to take any shortcuts. Business ethics and integrity are paramount.
Step 7. Establish an accounting structure. You must keep your business and personal finances separate. So many businesses lost their personal nest eggs trying to keep a failing business alive. The better you keep your business accounting structure, the better you can manage your business money. Now, you don't need big business accounting for your small business. When I started my business, I followed the textbook advice and created big, complex accounting structures and got lost. It was difficult and time consuming to manage. Then I worked with a bookkeeper to simplify the structure, and now I can get real business information into it and out of it at all times. This is crucial for running your business properly. Step 8. Gather your tools. Now, your laptop is most likely your most important tool, so don't skimp on it. And, of course, you're going to need a cell phone as well if you want to be reachable. You may also want data services if you need to access your email without a Wi-Fi. Now, software, if you're in a technical field, you will need to take a good look at it. Recognize between the difference between wants and needs, however, because software can get very expensive. Now, decide whether you're going to need specialized tools. As a management consultant, all I need really is my word processing tools. Perhaps you are in a technical field and you want modeling software, CAD or test equipment or industry standard tools. If your customer expects you to have it, make sure you have a good business case. Your tool's expertise could be a differentiator for you. Now, reference materials, also very important. The internet, of course, is a wonderful source for reference materials. Make sure you have them at hand at the ready. I personally always carry a briefcase with me with a file full of reference materials, also on industry specifics that I've been reading about for that company. And do you really need an office? If you don't have anyone visiting you, then probably not. But if you have employees or client visits, or perhaps you need a lab space, an office could be a good investment. It is expensive, however, so decide whether you really need it and your business needs it. You may acquire less expensive resources until the cash flow gets stronger. There are many freeware versions online of a lot of different softwares. Make sure you have your cash flow support the tools that you want. Now, a good word processor does not make you a good writer. I often get teased about my books. I subconsciously believe that if I buy a book, I automatically know all the stuff in it. Likewise, if I buy a software package, I become an instant expert and can start selling products with it straight away. Now, of course, good tools do not make you a good user. Spend the time you need to develop the expertise to use those skills. Step 9. Build your resource network. You're only as good as your network. Now, your network defines your reach in terms of skills, manpower, access to equipment, tools, and capabilities. As a consultant, you may get projects where you need skills to supplement your own. Make sure those are complementing skills and that they are found in your network and readily accessible. A good place to start looking for them is bossbusinessboost.com. Your technical collateral will be your primary marketing resources. Technical collateral can be inexpensive, but make sure it looks professional. Consultants especially need to become socialites and associate themselves with people who can become their clients or who can connect them to people who can become their clients. You have to get out there, shake hands and kiss babies, meet your potential customers, and have a good elevator pitch. Even if you meet people who don't seem like possible clients, talk with them and build a relationship with them. There may come a time in the future where they'll be able to help you make a business link. Now, don't forget, of course, that a marketing campaign can take place solely online. So make sure that you have your social media accounts at the ready as well. Step 11. Create project management collateral. You may think this sounds crazy, but you should run a fake project on your own time when you start your business. This is a valuable exercise to do as you're waiting for your initial contracts to come through. If you do this, you'll create some valuable templates that will save you and your customers time and money on your initial projects. Let's suppose you're an engineering consultant. When you're trying to win your first project, run your own example project. Imagine a project and what it would be like to work on it. Now, imagine a project you would like to work on. What would your ideal project look like? Write a proposal to yourself for that work. Build a top-level block diagram of the service or product offering, and develop a work breakdown structure. Define a project plan. Try to win the project from yourself. Does it sound silly? Well, if you can't write a project proposal that wins business from yourself, who will win business from? Who will you win business from? Now give yourself the job and execute that fake project. Write out a contract. Define the scope properly. Write your project specifications and deliverable requirements. Build a measurable project plan and invoice yourself. Report progress to yourself. Now, you may need to research templates and make several drafts of these project documents. But isn't it better to spend time doing that on your own sample project than doing it on your customer's time who's waiting for results? Your potential customers are going to ask you for that information at the start of the project, and they're going to want an immediate answer. You want to be able to talk smartly about these project management resources in the early customer discussions. This exercise does sound crazy until you go through it. Create a collateral, and then you are ready to work with your customers right out of the gate. Step 12. Gain experience. There's no such thing as a bad first project. It's just that some are more educational or expensive than others. You may need to make some unplanned accommodations to get your first projects. Perhaps your first client offers you a very small project or work that is not in your specific area of expertise. If you can do it, then do it and do it well. Make sure that your customer is happy. He or she may be your first referral, which can be used to win the next project. And be aware of an increasingly negative trend in the consulting business. Many unfair businesses are trying to milk a consultant's brain through multi-phase proposals without ever getting them under contract. So be careful. Sharpen up your business negotiation skills so you don't fall victim. It really all is worth it. Now, many of the stories you heard today have been negative. So why would we take on the risk to become a consultant? Well, because the rewards are wonderful. Now, I focused on the risks and the issues because I want you to be aware of them. It's easy to get into this business with optimistic dreams and impractical expectations. However, hopefully, this discussion has helped you get some strong footing, a clearer view of the path ahead, and the resources for a strong climb ahead. Now, these were the 12 essential steps to exceptional consulting success. By me, Jennifer Sagarius. And we look forward to seeing you at bossbusinessboost.com. If you'd like me to give you my complete blueprint and help you create your dream consulting practice, I'd be delighted to help you. This is the very same method that I personally used to generate a client base that paid $75,000 per month in revenue. Consulting is an incredibly lucrative, stress-free, fun, and respectable service that's simple to add to your business or offer exclusively. I will personally lead you through a 6-week interactive class where I work with you and show you exactly how to generate leads, turn them into clients, and ensure your clients get great results and are happy. Our mission is for you to gain paying clients before the class is even over. Here's what you're getting. You get immediate access to all the 10 modules of course material, the Getting Started Guide, resources, and toolkits. We talk live every other Thursday for 6 sessions. Let's look at these modules. Module 1, Business Basics. Module 2, Consulting Insights. Module 3, Business Coaching. Module 4 is all about marketing yourself. Module 5 shows you the essence and basics of sales, whilst Module 6 goes deeper into sales and negotiation. We call it the Advanced Sales module. Module 7 shows you all about how to start out online and build your social profile. Module 8 shows you how to use small business SEO, that's search engine optimization, to get your website out there and found. Module 9 shows you all about internet marketing and advertising. And Module 10 is social media for consultants. Let's take a look at the resources that you're getting. We aim to give you all the templates that you need, and scripts and guides and reports and solutions that you need, so you don't need to invent the wheel all over again for yourself. I mean, look at all of these amazing resources that you're getting. Business plan, marketing plan, client scripts, lead generation reports, so many resources to help you get started. Toolkit is just as amazing. Let's take a look. We have guides and tools for you, a consulting fee formula, lots of tools for content creation and marketing tools. We give you tools on how to calculate your average customer value, how to observe organization, and lots of qualitative and quantitative social media monitoring tools. Just too many tools to mention, all at your fingertips. Other products sell for perhaps $20,000, but don't have all the details in the modules or resources and toolkit, or even have a Get Started Quick guide. This really is amazing stuff. So what is this going to cost you? All of this amazing information for as little as $1,799. You can get it all for 3 simple payments of $659. And save $200 by making that one single payment of $1,799. Of course, there is a guarantee. You get a 30-day money-back guarantee. If you are not completely satisfied, then simply just send me an email and I'll send you your money back within 30 days. It really is 100% risk-free. Of course, there's a lot of bonuses that you're going to get for free as well. So not just the modules and the toolkit and the resources, but let's take a look at some bonuses as well. You get a taking action guide that's worth $97. You get a lot of extra videos and PDFs and downloads worth at least $67. The consulting fee formula I've sold separately for $37. Templates, worksheets, and samples here have been priced at $47, but really they are priceless. Productivity tips for $67. How to get you really active and working in your business. Marketing tips as used by the top consultants out there for $67. And you get free ebooks. They are worth $108. You get the interactive coaching sessions that we just talked about, and they are worth $1,288. That's what I sell them for normally. Isn't that amazing? You get bonuses worth a total of $1,778. A lot of bonuses for free. So you get access to all the modules, the toolkit, the resources, the bonuses, the interactive coaching, and of course an opportunity to pick my brain. All with a 30-day no hassles refund guarantee. So go here now. bossbusinessboost.com/BBB-course. I look forward to seeing you. Have a great day.